Alright, so status report. I've recorded the main guitar part and I have edited that completely now. I've recorded some of guitar 2, although I'll probably re-record it and edit it. And I've recorded a sort of draft vocal track to see where some of the problems might be. And I'll re-record that at some point. But before I go on, I wanted to explain a little bit about what my little box of tricks does. So it's an 8-track digital recorder. I can record across 8 tracks, but for each of those tracks I can actually record 8 virtual tracks. And what that means is I can store 8 different tracks, but only play one back at a time. So basically I've got a sort of 8x8 array of things. Now, this might sound a bit odd if I can only play one back at a time, but what enables me to do is record different takes of a guitar, maybe with different effects or using a different guitar, and keep them. I don't have to make up my mind which one I want until later. If I want more than 8 things across, if I want 3 guitars, 2 basses, a cello, and 2 vocals, and I don't know, piano, what I can do is record some of them on tracks, and when I'm really happy with them, I can do what's called bouncing, which is where I record 2 or 3 of those tracks together onto another track, a stereo track, and that then frees up the other things. So that's quite often what I do. I'll record 2 guitar parts, I'll record them hand left and right, bit of stereo onto another track. That frees up 1 and 2 for bass or for something else. As you can imagine, it gets quite difficult to keep track of what I've got on each virtual track and which effect I used and which guitar I used, and then I have a little cheat sheet that I use. It's got my 8 tracks across the top and my virtual tracks on the side and what I've bounced together, things like that. So here's where we are. I'll just go through the sound of what I've got so far. I've got the guitar that you've heard me record. But what I've done to round out the sound a bit is to bounce that onto copy it onto another track, but with a more bassy sound. So here's the original, and here's the more bassy one. Don't even hear the difference. The idea is that if I play both together, the original with the more bassy one, it rounds it out, and then I can add in guitar 2 that I've recorded, and I've also recorded this draft vocal. And the rhythm. So you can see it's coming together quite well now. I need to do a bass because it's really missing that real bottom gutsy feel that it needs. But yeah, hopefully it sounds pretty good so far.